Hello and welcome to Catherine's Garden and Home. It is so good to be here with you today. I hope that all is well with you and I hope things are going well for you. Well, today is September 15th and it is a beautiful Sunday here, and I'm going to walk you around the garden so that you can see all of the beautiful things that are growing in my garden. Even though it is fall and things are a little weary, yet there's a lot of beauty to be found in my garden, my English style cottage garden here in the northeast of the United States of America in Boston. So come and join me as we walk around my little garden and enjoy the pre-fall blessings. Good morning, and welcome to Catherine's Garden and Home, where we grow together. Well, today is Sunday, and we're going to have our Sunday walk about. It is 58 degrees out here in the Boston area, zone 6, and everything is very calm. There's really not much happening as far as the wind is concerned. But it is just very calm. And it looks like fall. You could see that in the trees. I'm starting to see some of the leaves in the trees turning color. Well, that's telling us that we're winding down. This gardening season is winding down. My maple tree that I call my beautiful maple tree here is starting to turn color. You can see that the leaves are turning yellow and orange. Usually it's my golden tree, but right now I can see a different color in there. It's very dry here in the Boston area, but we have been watering our garden, and my husband has been very diligent in doing that so that we can have color in the garden. But the trees are holding up pretty well. I have to say, it appears as if they are doing well. It's not so dry, so I think their roots are very deep down and they probably found a stream. But they are, to me, at least I think, that it's turning color quickly. My chrysanthemum plant that I have here on the deck, it appears as if it is completely colored out. Look at that. The flowers, the blooms are open. There's still some that are not, but predominantly most of them are open. And it is the most beautiful thing. I am so happy that I bought it and that it is just gorgeous. Absolutely gorgeous. As I show you what it looks like all around. Absolutely gorgeous. I think it's one of the best mum plants I've ever had. I'm really loving it. I believe that my next step will be to find a location in the garden where I would like to plant it so that it can continue to develop good, strong roots. And I want it to return next year. I want to make sure that it comes back just like this, but in the garden, and adding this beauty here. I have been successful this year in having my chrysanthemums or garden mums return in the garden, And I think it's because the weather was very mild. They had a chance to root in and develop their root systems. Plus I mulched them up really high and protected the roots from heaving and cold. And so I think that is what's going to have to happen so that I can get this mum plant, the ones that I have in the front, to return. These garden mums that I put here in the front bed here, right in front of the house, they are opening up as well. I really love how the garden mums look so sweet here in the front of the house. They're tucked in with my kale, curly kale, and with the color, it just pops against the green of the kale leaves. It's looking fantastic. Now the plants are still in their pots because it's been very dry here in the Boston area. We are looking for and longing for rain. So it will rain sometime this week. And as soon as it rains, I'm going to put them in the ground because the soil will be moist and can receive the plants. So here's a close-up look at these beautiful mums with the kale. This one is different. These patterns are different from the one on the deck. And look at my kale. That is so awesome. I've been eating them and they are so delicious. What we're going to do is start to harvest some and freeze them so that we'll have them for the winter, or at least into November, hopefully. This one is similar to the one on the deck, this coloring. Very pretty. And then this one here. On this side, we can see them much more clearly. There isn't any kale. I didn't grow any kale on this side. But I just popped them in the bed and mulched the area. And they are looking really, really good. Now this one here, this is one of the mom plants that I planted last year, and I did not dig this one up. So this is its second year here in the corner, and it is budding up and it's going to bloom soon. So these are the ones, this is where I planted the ones in the backyard, in the back garden. I planted them here just like this one. And now they are about to bloom. I'm going to show you those as well. But these are the new ones. So my goal is to plant them in, mulch them really well so that they can come back again. So beautiful. Here in the back garden, in the backyard, I planted out those garden mums, and you can see them opening up now, right here. I also planted some kale next to them, and it's looking really, really good. The flower. Isn't that nice? I can see one looking like it's gonna have a red bloom there. The 4 o'clocks look beautiful with the marigolds here. In this bed, yes. I love my zinnia here. And this zinnia is seed that I got from the Dollar Tree. The giants, you know, zinnia giants, California giants. Very pretty. Now this is a keeper. Here's another one. It's so beautiful. I love this one too. I love both those that are more like the cabbage or cactus style, I think they call it. But I also like the single petaled ones as well, like this one. But this is absolutely gorgeous, this one. I have to show you what has happened to my Nico Blue hydrangea. Isn't that sad? The lack of water, I don't know what happened, but I've been watering and I tried to help it, but it just, the sun was so hot those hot days and it toasted the flowers. And then with no rain now, it's like struggling to, I don't know, show up. But I believe that it will come back because there's still green leaves there, but I think that they're done for the season. And then over here, it's my canna is still flowering, trying its best to survive this time. Soon I'll have to dig it up and put it away for next year. It's one thing with the garden, it's always changing and evolving, and you just have to be ready for the change. And you know, you as the gardener, you're responsible for tending it and caring for it and making it your own. So that's what I've been doing, just caring for the garden and just trying to bring out as much beauty as possible in my garden. This side area definitely gives us inspiration with those red impatiens that are looking fabulous here in the morning light. And then I added here in this container, or surrounded by the beautiful hosta, a garden mom plant. And I like this. I like this. I like how it looks. This seems to be the color of the garden right now. This maroony, deep maroon color that you see on this hydrangea. It seems to be the color of my garden. And it just goes so well with the purple perella, which is now seeding, about to develop flower into seed. And that just seems to be the color scheme that Mother Nature has decided to have here in my garden. My fig tree continues to grow, which is good, and it has figs on it which are developing. Oh wow, they are starting to, you can see them here. I can harvest them. This one's full of ants. So that means that they are ripening. The ants are coming in and devouring them. But it's fruitful. I love the leaves of the fig. I love the fig tree leaves. This patch of land right here has been so beautiful. I truly am happy with how it looks. And just the color, the different color, and the growth of the dinosaur kale with the marigolds. I just love the two color combination. And then of course my okra. You have to understand that I have been trying to grow okra in my garden for a long time. And I was inspired by Jess of Roots and Refuge. She would show me her okra plants, and they were so beautiful. And I love okra, but I can't eat it. I don't, the taste in the bag, the frozen okra in the bag from the store is just so watered down. And I really wanted to know how okra would taste if I grew it. And when I saw her eating okra raw, I said, I want to experience that. So I decided to get some seeds and plant them in. I also saved some of the seeds from last year. And now I think I understand how to grow okra in my garden. Now this is my jewel garden area, and as you can see, fall is really calm to the garden. I love this side of the garden because it is the sunny side. The sun is on this side of the garden. It is so pretty to see how things have developed in this garden area, from the vegetable garden or the kitchen garden area all the way through here to this flower bed, which I call my jewel garden area. And things are going to seed. I'm going to need to come in and continue to save the seeds. I've been saving the seeds of this beautiful cleome. As you can see, the seed pods are opening up. And this self-sown, so I left it here and they developed. I didn't have to plant these, in other words. It's self-sowed here, the cleome. But I did save some of the seeds, but I'm going to come back and get some more. I am so happy to see these beautiful zinnias. And this zinnia did exactly what I wanted it to do, to actually grow out of the cage that I put there, and to the point that at a distance you really can't see the cage. It's done what I wanted. I love this color. And as I said, these are seeds from the Dollar Tree. And they just have a nice cottage feel. It just adds such a nice cottage feel here, this side of the garden. You can feel that. You can see it with the zinnias and the cosmos. Now these cosmos are volunteers. They've come back year after year and really have helped themselves here in the garden. And I also have one returning verbena, bavariensia, and that's self-seeded. I didn't plant that, but I think next year I'm going to get some seed to really add to this garden so it can be a little bit more prolific. This is mountain mint here, and everything is just looking really good. Here's some more zinnias that I planted in, and they look good as well. Here's a different one. Now, I think of all of the garden sections that this one has really shown up to be the most colorful, I think, because I have these wonderful, this is so pretty. It's been so pretty. Beautiful, beautiful flowers that have just come out. And I love the purity of this. This is 4 o'clock. I didn't realize that the 4 o'clock plant could grow this tall. It's about a good, I would say 3 feet or so, heading into 4 feet. And throughout this bed, I've had the Rose of Sharon now opening up and flowering a lot. I had also the hibiscus, the perennial hibiscus here. In this bed, it has just been colorful and very much full of flowers. We just had last month the hibiscus, the perennial hibiscus, and what I've done is added some more color with the caladiums that were on the deck. I moved them up here, and they are now joining the hydrangeas, which are holding their color. And then I've had the beautiful plant here, which is so pretty. Colossia. I think that's how you pronounce it. Beautiful. It's just so pretty. And I grew that from seed. Then I have here other shrubs that are just holding on and doing such a great job. And then of course my rose bush here, which are finished for right now, but it's really been great. What I love about this rose bush is that it has some beautiful rose hips. Let's see if I can show you. It's developed some beautiful rose hips, which I'm going to keep. And look at that. So I'm not going to cut the roses anymore. I'm going to let them develop rose hips. I like the look of the sedum in the pot. And I think that's what I'm going to do in other parts of the garden, is to plant sedum in the pot and allow them to grow up. It did such a fantastic job here. I also put this hosta in the pot, and it too did very well here, and has kept its color and just has been adding so much joy and life here as I turn the corner here in the garden. I think that this was a success. I hope that you will come back and visit with me here at Catherine's Garden and Home. I hope you enjoy this little walk around my garden, and that you see what is growing and what has been successful. And this definitely is a great success. I love how this bed looks. And for more videos, come and join Catherine's Garden and Home. Subscribe. like, where we grow, 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 grow together. Thank you. Thank you so much for coming and joining me here at Catherine's Garden and Home. If you like what you see, then all you need to do is hit the subscribe button and hit the notification bell for more videos. And on Sundays, it's when I do my walkabout, my Walk With Me Sunday garden tours. So if you don't want to miss any that's left for the rest of the season, just subscribe here. And thank you so much for coming. And have a wonderful day. Thank you for joining me here at Catherine's Garden and Home, where we grow, 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 grow together. Have a great day. Bye.